to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face. Just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today. Body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many. I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drum and a bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day. Don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm colder than Trey, I stick to the code. I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face. Just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anyways. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anywhere.
Feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state. Make $1 million out the semi. Plus I grind it from the start. I was stacking pennies. I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who?
Yo, 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 how's it going? We are here and it is finally upon us. I've been waiting for this for a long time and I am so honored to be a part of the Aers community and to be doing the commentary on these qualifiers. Now, it's going to be a bit different this stream. The qualifying sessions will, there'll be 3 qualifying sessions, each team trying to get through to that money round, that season of getting going. As we've got a follow there. Thank you very much, Cries UK. Thank you very much for the follow. Massively appreciated, sir. But Grumpy, if you're still there, just add me. It will mess up the stream if I don't. If I add you, because I've got key binders and stuff. So if you don't mind, mate, just add me and I'll get in a second. Nice one, Grumpy, nice one. But yeah, it is a bit of a different one here this evening on the channel. Usually we do the qualifying and then we go into a race. But as I said, it's going to be 3 qualifying sessions. And we're going to have the best 9 drivers moving into the Tier 1 season, I think it is. There's going to be 3 lobbies of qualifying. They will all, best qualifiers will go to wherever. This is the no assist thinking. But the teams that we've got here this evening, we've got we've got AMS, we've got JSR, we've got AZR, we've got UFRT, we've got TTN, we've got PR, VE, SET, and LR, all trying to compete for a spot in that top division. So yeah, absolutely honor and a pleasure, and can't wait for this one to get underway. Like I said, there will be 3 different lobbies, so we will have a little intermission while Grumpy gets the other lobbies set up. It will just be strictly qualifying the lads, trying to put in their best times, and hopefully we see some really, really good times. If I've got this right, let me just have a look here. So yeah, here's the first lobby. So JSR at FST. The bird one, I don't know the name of it. I do apologise. But we've got Sierra, and then we've got 2 other guys. So there's going to be 6 teams in this one, all competing to move through. We've got people in the chat. You got to change the stream title. I've changed it. You're Grumpy's boss. All right, nice, nice, nice. But thank you very much for the follows. I have changed the. It's the qualifiers, the season qualifiers. It should have changed it. Just bear with me. I changed it. I did change it before I started. Yeah, it should say season qualifiers. Oh, Aers. Ah, right. Well, I've seen. Let me just change it. There we go. So that's updated. Sorry, Grumpy lad. I've seen some of you drivers with AERT. It's International Racing Team, not IRT. That's the abbreviation. I mean, at the end of the day, I just got the information that I could get at the time, boys. But if you want to send me your team names, then yeah, 110%. Let's do that. Let's have a look. So what we got here. So this is the calendar for the season after the qualifiers. As you can see, Abu Dhabi, tonight's race is the qualifiers. With Bahrain being the opening race of the season. But I think there's maybe an announcement at the end of this one in regards to that. You're all good. We will get... Yeah, exactly. We'll get used to it. Don't worry about it, boys. It's my first time here, so yeah, just bear with. But yeah, it should be a very interesting one. Let's move over to the game. Let's get into the lobby. I know Grumpy's gonna want to go on time. So let's move to the live. And obviously, at the beginning of the season, it will be a little bit more cleaner. Obviously, more info being added. But like I said, it is the qualifiers this evening. And it should be an interesting one to see who comes out on top. Thank you, Robbie, Edvin, Set, for the follows. Massively appreciated, boys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Grumpy, I have accepted it. So if you want to send me an invite, get me in, then we'll get this evening of qualifying sessions underway. But how are we all doing this evening, people? Who do we think? We have some staff predictions as well. I've just pressed cancel. Grumpy, I need another one. For some reason, it pressed cancel. I do apologise. Sabaton as well. Enzo, thank you so much. Robin Brain, thank you as well for the follow. Massively appreciated. Yeah, I need another one, bro. It cancelled it for some weird reason. And it's done it again. There we go. Hang on. Apologies for the late arrival. But yeah, some new names that I'm going to be coming across this evening. You know, we've not done comms on these. I call them big tier lads. These guys have got to have some really good pace to be racing here. I've heard a lot about Aers and the talent of drivers that are here and the talent of drivers that competes in this. So it should be a good one. I know a few people that are here. There's like Sammy Lewis and stuff like that. But yeah, Young Sammy Lewis, I wonder where he is. We've got Kai with the follow as well. Thank you very much, Kai, for the follow. Who is McLaren? McLaren. We've got Lucas and Florissant. Come on, man. I mean, I've been about a bit. Like, if you in referencing to me, Robbie, I have been about a bit, but I've not come across them as of yet. I have come across a few leagues in my time. I've been doing this commentating for 3 years, so yeah, going strong. But I hope you're all right, boys. Best of luck to the teams competing in this one, and hopefully we'll see you at the beginning of the season. Florissant. So yeah, qualify. This will just be the quickest laps from these lads, and let's see who comes out on top. It's going to be a complete, you know, new ground for me, this, with these guys. So I'm just going to be as surprised as probably some of the guys that are watching along, if we've got a few of the commentator crew in the house watching along. So yeah, can't wait for this one to get underway. I don't know why I've done that. Track map. People won't be going out straight away, I don't think. We've got 28 viewers. How we doing, boys? How we all doing? How are we? And if it's some of the comms crew, how are we doing, boys? We've got Melvin. Where is the mic? Need comms. The comms should be coming through. I had ads. Never mind. Never mind. Thank you very much for the follow, Bino. I'll call you that. Thank you very much. As we get the Red Bulls out on circuit, a couple of cars coming out on circuit as we speak. Mind you, it looks like they're all in the circuit, all heading out here for the first initial runs here at Abu Dhabi this evening. Very, very good circuit. Gotto, yes, my man. The legend Gotto. What you do? What am I doing here? I know I've gone up a step, haven't I, lad? I've gone up a step. I think we're on board. We've seen they're all taking the marker boards out. They don't want any of these marker boards being left on this circuit at the minute. Yeah, and it's a tournament, so yeah, and there's a prize money at the end of this one. Thank you, Melvin, for the follow. Massively appreciated. But we're on board with the... Well, we was going to be on board with him, but we're going to be on board with a Williams driver of VNT. He'll be the first to put a lap in here this evening at Abu Dhabi. Currently making his way through Sector 3. Breakboard, exactly, RIP breakboards. They're taking a... We've got AMS Knight. How we doing, Knight? Pleasure to have you in here. They're taking everything out. They want to leave nothing on this circuit. Apart from, obviously, the white lines. They do not want to break track limits here. But here we go. Setting himself up for the run down to turn 1 as he starts his first lap of the evening. It's the VNT driver in the Williams making his way down to turn 1. Looks nice and cleanly through there, using all the track on the right-hand side there. Slips it through into 2. Into 3 we go. Then 4, the little kink on the run down to turn 5, where we'll have the first DRS zone. A 17-second flat for Sector 1. Probably the quickest I've seen. Doing good. Nice to hear that, Knight. Nice to hear that. But everybody seems to take this line. What I would like to say is the top-tier drivers. And they really do hug that right-hand side of the track to get the turn into the chicane here. And then good exit, helps the pace on the run down through the DRS. So you can see the flap in the rear wing opened up to give him that extra pace through the DRS. So let's watch for the Sector 2 split. The Sector 2 split is a 51.590. So going well for VNT so far. Nice clean lap through Sectors 1 and 2. Probably the more difficult part of the circuit, this, going underneath the bridge. Traction can be quite funky through here, the double left-hander. But only a couple of corners to go now for the Williams driver. And here it comes. What kind of lap time are we going to see? Around the final corner he comes. The Williams driver up to the line. And it's a 121.657. The Williams driver goes into the provisional top spot as we get the other VNT, the other Williams driver there. Very close between the pair. 121.624. We'll stay on board with the Red Bull as more drivers cross the line. We've got the VCAB driver in at P2. A 121.642 there. But here we go. Red Bull driver. He has invalidated. Unfortunately, let's have a look at DeMico in the Mercedes. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Around the final corner he comes. Could this be top spot? Unfortunately, no. It's a 121.814. Goes P6 next to his teammate. Team's looking very close as we get the Aston Martin driver of Aers into the pits. Not committing to a lap there. Invalidated. I think that was in the final corner. As we get Speed Freak in the chat saying, let's go, Robin. Looking close so far. Looking very, very close in that top spot. I mean, the top four. I mean, all in the 0.6s. So, very, very close. And then the Mercedes team next to follow. So, all cars making their way back into the pits now. Apart from the final four here. Yet to set laps. As we'll jump on board with the VCAB driver. He's next out. Up the Gooners. This night should be practicing, but on the toilet. Hey, at least you've got something to watch while you're on the toilet night. As we get another follow. Thank you very much, Juan, for the follow. Massively appreciated. As we are on board with the VCAB driver, making his way through Sector 2. Oh no, outlap, sorry. Not making his way. But that Sector 1 split time, 17 seconds. Sector 1 split. Good split. Obviously, I think Alcin and Ziwadi. I'm going to call him. I'm trying to pronounce these names on the fly, boys. But if you've got a nickname and you want to give it me for the season. Come on, Robin and DeMico. Right, so Robin and DeMico, we've got their team supporters in the chat. Hoping that they can do well. Currently P5 and 6. Very close to the top. Only needs at least a 10th improvement, does Robin, to really be scrapping it out between them all. Come on, says Melwin. Back in the boys, and I've obviously got to back them. I'm the commentator for them. So come on, the boys. Let's get on that top step. Come on. As we've got, I'm going to call him Seb, in the VCAB. Racing for IRT. I think it's like Zwiadek. Zwiadek. Not sure though. Well, I've tried. But here we go. Seb, a 16.973. Great sector one there. Beating the second Williams driver in P3. Beating his sector 1. Only narrowly though. Not much in it. Shows how close this grid could potentially be. Obviously, the first Red Bull driver having a bit of not the greatest lap in the 22s. And you definitely feel a low 21 is going to be the cut-off point for this qualifying session. As we get Natem in the chat as well. We got Silo. How we doing, Silo? Another great driver. Had the pleasure of doing comms on Silo in the past. Absolutely lightning quick is Silo. Don't know quite what he's like on this game, but in the past, I know he's carried a lot of pace, so hopefully it transferred over into this game as well. But here he comes, Seb, into the final two corners. What's the lap time going to look like as he comes up to the line? Round that final corner he comes, and it's a 121.620. He moves into the top spot. Great lap there from the VCAB driver. Absolutely brilliant lap. As let's have a move on to Florizant. Going into the final few corners is the McLaren driver. But here he comes, McLaren driver, up to the line. It's a 121.998. Let's have a look at Ortiz, the Aston Martin driver. Can he get near his teammate? Teammate currently P5. They're missing out on UCL. Here he comes, the Aston Martin driver, looking clean through the lap so far. like I said, more tricky. I think it's probably the trickiest part of the circuit, that double left-hander in Sector 3. But into the final corner comes the Aston Martin driver. He rounds it. It's going to be up to the line. Can he get on top spot? Narrowly misses out there. 121.679, and it's getting close, people. It is getting very, very close at the top. Let's have a look at the VCAB driver. Let's see if he can improve on his lap. Where's his teammate? His team. Oh, as we get the Aston Martin driver of Schumacher top spot with a 121.605. We've got Olsen around the final corner. The Williams driver, can he go quicker? He can, and it's the top spot once again for him. He did lose it, but took it straight back there, did the Williams driver, with a 121.442. Absolutely cracking lap, people. Brilliant, brilliant lap there. As we're getting everybody in the chat. We got Trappy as well. AMS Trappy, how are we doing, Trappy? Brilliant lap. Absolutely stellar lap. The other Williams driver has invalidated. So let's see what Zayawadi... I'm probably going to pronounce it differently every time. You should be practicing. Do we have some sheet or something to see the times? The times, what do you mean, like sector times? How many people get through? I am not 100% sure on that one. Grumpy will answer that question in the chat more than anything. Lobby averages. I don't do all that. Grumpy's got all that. I'm just the commentator, boys. That's all I'm here to do. But in future, obviously, if it's something that we can add, we will. Ah, there we go, Grumpy. Right in the chat as we get Sasha Real 1 with the follow. Thank you very much, Sasha. So here we go. Zayawadi into Sector 3. No, Sector 2, sorry. Sector 2 split. He's up by a tenth of 51.501 there. So he's up a tenth. That could put him up in the P2 spot currently. I don't think it's enough to take top spot away from the Williams driver, but he could get close if he can improve in Sector 3 here. Can he find the time? But here we go into the final few corners. Has he managed to find that little bit of extra time in Sector 3? It's around the final corner. It's across the line, and he has found the time. The VCAB driver up in the top spot. Cracking lap. Absolutely cracking. But Red Bull are struggling. Red Bull down at the bottom. They need to get some laps together here. Could they have worked together there? Could the drivers have helped one another with a bit of slipstream? Nah, the bank of times don't matter that much. It's all about... So it's going to be all about that final run, innit? But here he comes in. The Red Bull team need a result here. They need a time on the board as he moves into the final corner. Taking that little bit of a wider line to get the turn in. But here he comes. The Red Bull team are not doing well, boys. The only team in the 22s. They really do need to pull the socks up in this final run. Seb. Let's have a look at... we haven't looked at Lucas. Lucas has been in the pit. Oh, they're not allowed to give slipstream. Ah, right. Ah, it's banned. Mind you, yeah, it's not a true representative of the time, is it, to be honest, if they're getting a slipstream. So, yeah. How many teams in qualifying? I think there's... Is there 9? And there might be more. No, hang on. There's 6 per lobby. There's a few. There's a few. Nah, 9 go through. All right, 16 teams for 9 spots. There we go. Grumpy with the news. Why is the title Let's Race? I put it there, mate. I know they're not racing. It don't really make sense. Let's qualify. It's not just Let's Race. Melwin, if you want me to change it next time, it'll be better. It'll be thinking next time. Oh, an invalidation. Oh, he's on an outlap. He's on an outlap. It's good. It's good. It's good. Right, Lucas, come on. Can you get the McLaren team into the top 5? Or can you take that top spot? It's all down to you as he starts. Possibly, I think this could be potentially his final run here in qualifying. Don't think he's going to have the time to get in and out. So he doesn't improve through Sector 1, loses time in Sector 1. He's got to put it together in Sectors 2 and 3 now. So here we go, the McLaren driver down to the chicane. Lucas really does have to get this together. Good exit there, power down, all the way on the run down. Paul, big up the commentator, I like you. Thank you, Paul. Very much appreciated. If you like me, smash that follow button. Howdy. Howdy, how are we doing? But we're currently on board with Lucas and he's invalidated. So Lucas probably dive into the pits now and try and go again. Sorry, mate. Cool setup. What do you mean cool setup? Are you watching me? We got 2 more followers. Thank you very much, boys, for the follows. Massively appreciated. Massively, massively appreciated. But thank you for the compliment there. Very much appreciated. But yeah, we're going to be dropping down to these final runs now. And it's all about that. And I think it's Red Bull out first. And they've got to do something here, the Red Bull team. Set really do have to get a... They've got to put a lap together. Big up the commentator, you know it. Yes, Paul. How's it going, man? Hope I'm doing proud. Hope I'm doing you boys proud. But yeah, here we go. These will be the final runs in this lobby. And then we'll move on to the next one where we'll see another 12 drivers attempting to take the top spot here at Abu Dhabi. And Grumpy will get the results into the Discord at the end of the race. But the season, I tell you what, I'm enjoying the season calendar. The season calendar is looking very, very nice. Should be some very good racing. I mean, just going off this qualifying alone, boys. I mean, come on. Like, it's going to be so close. There's going to be DRS trains. A lot of people find that boring. I think it's, you know, very talented of the drivers to stay very close to one another. You don't really usually get any action in the first stint of the races, but that second stint, as we get Bina in the chat. Oi, oi! Big up Bina, one of the OGs there for the commentator crew. How are we doing, Bina? But Red Bull, it's your time. This is the final run. Can Edvin get into the top 5 or even the top 3? He needs big improvements on the lap. It needs at least 1.1 seconds to even go for for the top spot. You've been ill. 56 viewers, massive. Thank you so much, everybody. As we get Epic Vale with the follow as well. Massively appreciated. Love you boys so much for the follows. Really, really appreciated. I mean, if it carries on, I think we'll hit 500 tonight. Sup, sup, yo, yo, yo. How's it going, mate? But here he is. Sector split is up a 10th. This is not going to be enough for the Red Bull team at all. He needs one hell of a final sector. Needs a massive corner cut. Yes, Kai. I mean, he might have a second in the final sector, who knows? But here he comes. Can the Red Bull do anything? Can he make moves? Can he move up the ladder? Here we go. Round the final corner he comes. And it is only a 10.5 improvement. Stays in that bottom spot. Let's have a look at Alcin. He's in P2 currently. And he's invalidated. And there goes Zawadi for the V-Carb up to the top spot. Let's have a look at Seb in the other V-Carb. Can he go quicker than his teammate? We'll move down to the Mercedes team after that. Here we go. The V-Carb round the final corner. Seb, what's it going to be? It's up to the line. And it's still P3. Demanco moving out the way. Robin around the final corner. What can Robin do? Is there a big improvement? There's not. He lost time. Let's have a look at Aston Martin. Schumacher. He went to the top spot previously. Can he take that top spot back from the V-Carb driver of Zawadi? See, I've told you I'm going to pronounce it wrong every time. But here he comes. It's round the final corner. Schumacher across the line. And it's an improvement to P4. His teammate round the final corner. What's it for Ortiz? As he comes across the line, it's a 121.3. Was that enough for... It's enough for P2. So one of the Aston Martins in that top spot. Oh, unlucky, Karak. He moved, but there we go. That is the first qualifying session of the evening over and done with. And Zwadi comes in the top spot with Ortiz P2. And then the VNT boys in at P3 and 4. Schumacher P5. Seb is 6. Demico in at 7. Robin P8. Lucas in at P9. Florisan in at P10. Daruma in at P11. The Red Bull team just didn't quite have the pace here this evening. Very unfortunate, but what a qualifying. That's probably one of the quickest qualifyings. Fastest lap time qualifyings I've seen for a while now. And GG's to each and every one of them. Brilliant, brilliant laps. But yeah, that was cracking, boys. That was cracking. What do we think, boys? Yeah, Red Bull, unfortunately. Those top 3 will be close. Yeah, I mean, the top, that's going to be one hell of a season just with them top 3. But we've still got more drivers to add to that. More drivers to watch, people. More drivers to watch. So, I think we're going to be backing out of this session now. I've had an abscess size of a goal. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bina. As I'm going to... Oh, I have to wait for everybody to leave the session. We got Lauren. Maybe VNT needs to use 10 instead of 2 engineers next time to do a faster lap times. I mean, maybe need to bring somebody else in just to get them lap times up. Just to get them lap times up. Just bear with me 1 second, people. I am just quickly going to change the... Oh. So let's have a look who's going to be in now. Let's get the team sorted. So let's have a look. Lobby 2. Here we go. And there you go, boys. It's AMS, XPG. We've got HRT, AMR. This could be a bloody close one. I think this is going to be an interesting qualifying session. I know XPG, AMS also quick as well as all the boys. It's just in people doing donuts. Damn. Bean has been under the weather. I can't retire. Do I need to quit, Grumpy? Oh, there we go. There we go. Everybody retired. Happy days. But yeah, that's who's going to be racing in the second lobby of the evening. The drivers will be joining very, very shortly. So back to me we go. I'm a good Paul, I'm not. Well, thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Oh, I've received an invite from Grumpy. Looks like a different lobby being set up. Grumpy, I will be with you shortly. But thank you very much, Paul, for your very kind words. I'm surprised you can see me. I must be tiny. What are the teams? I've just shut you up. Hang on. There we go. So they're the teams. So those will be the teams in lobby 2. So yeah, I wasn't looking there. No worries, Sasha. No worries. But those are the teams. But yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be doing Go Melbourne. We've got Oliver in the chat. How are we doing, Oliver? Good evening, sir. But what we thinking, boys? Come on, who we backing for the season? What team's gonna win it? I want to know what everybody's thinking. Who they're rooting for, and be honest. Even if it's not your own team, who do we think is gonna take it? I know there's gonna be some pretty quick drivers racing, but don't be scared to get your votes in the chat. Ominous. But we've got AMS Knight. He's racing. He's going to be in the V cab. We've got Mattia in the V cab as well, so that must be that's his teammate. We've got Kevin we've got Kevin in Zunniberg. How are we doing, Kev? Big Kev. Quantum will top the session, says AMS Knight. Is that the Alpine driver? I'm taking it. No, we won't. Ooh, fighting talk in the chat. But I'm guessing that's the Alpine driver. I can see it. The people in the chat can't. I'll move back into the lobby. So we can see who's going to be racing. So we can see. So who's going to be joining? Mate, commentator, don't say that. Smash his head in some. Right. Is the sheet going to get posted? No. Hey, nah. I don't know. You'll have to. It's down to Grumpy, mate. I'm. Like I said, I'm just a commentator. He knows everything. Go in the Discord. Ask him in the Discord. I don't think he's got TRT Karim. I think I've heard of him. You know, I've heard of him. Got some decent pace, mate. So just like. Paul, what's going on, lad? What's going on? I'm not, mate, commentator, don't take that. Smash his head in, son. Who am I having a go at? Who's disrespected me? Who has disrespected me in this chat? He's useless, says What am I not meant to be taking? Have I missed something here, Paul? I'm the GOAT. Has someone paid Paul to come and big me up? Someone slipped him a few dollars. Paul, you know what? You're such a kind person. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. I think somebody slipped him a tenner. As we get Lucas with the follow. Thank you very much, Lucas. Massively appreciated. Pin this link. If I knew how to, I would. Grumpy, I tell you what. How do I make you a moderator? TTRT Karim. Where is everybody? Meant to be going now. Come on, boys. MS Knight, commentator, just spamming massive. Loving that. What is going on? Yes, Silo. No HRT or XPG. So they're not turning up. Dude, easy now. Yeah, I do see Tiago. Yeah. When is EPR racing? We all love TRT. Everybody loves him. Real issue and XPG forgot basic. Jesus Christ. Tell you what, I won't forget if there was money on the line. Schumacher with the follow. Thank you so much, sir. And we got another follow. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you very much. We got Skolin with another follow. Jesus, boys, thank you so much. How are we all doing? Paul, thank you so much. Who's paying him? Who's paying Paul? Does he get like money every time he says it? But thanks, Paul. You're very, very kind, mate. You're very, very kind. So, it's just 4 teams. 4 teams going to be racing. There's just going to be 8 drivers. As we've lost 2. No more Freddos now. Yeah. Tell Tiago to see my name in Twitch, please. Tiago, see his name in Twitch. Here he goes. Paul, no, you're the GOAT. Thank you. Is that what you're waiting for? You're the GOAT. No, it's you. It's you, sir. It's not me. I mean, 36 viewers. How are we all doing, boys? How are we all doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll say. Ladies and gentlemen. Commentator, you had a go. I don't know how long you've been commentating, but you I've been doing it for like 3 years now. About 3 years. I know, Knight. Here we go, Knight. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Second qualifying session of the evening. Who's going to be going out through within this bunch of lads? Paul, enough glazing. I mean, I ain't leaving. It's an ego boost for me. I'm only joking. Think I'm up for comms tomorrow for assists, so the mega raves are up. It's 2 qualifiers in 2 days, man. Need a break. I know, Knight, but you're grinding, lad. You're grinding. Commentator, you are the fastest guy in the world. Stick it on, Paul. Commentator, please. I don't race, and I am far from the fastest guy in the world. Trust me. Far from the fastest guy. These guys would lap me within probably about 3 laps, and that's no cap. Keep changing that. Track map. That data is able. We've got Ferrari heading out. It's either going to be Melwin or Tiago. It is Melwin, but it's going to be Alpine that hit the circuit first. No, it's not. It's going to be VCAB. It's Mattia Manga out on track first. Please, commentator, I need this. Commentator is kind of the goal. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you. But here we go. Let's change that camera angle. Even though it is a good camera angle, we'll keep it on this one. So, who's going to come out on top on this one, boys? Get your guesses in the chat. Is it going to be Ferrari? Is it going to be VCAB? Or is it going to be Alpine that claim the top spot here in qualifying? Obviously, I'm going to go with the Ferrari. Well, Melwin. Let's back Melwin. I'm going to back Ferrari. Even though I do like the other guys, AMS Knight and all that, we've got to pick one. And I'll just pick Ferrari. But let's see if these boys can go quicker. I think that it was a 121.3, around a 21.3 was the fastest time in the previous session. So that's what we're going to be looking at. See if the drivers can match it. Can they get close? Can they mix it with the Lobby 1 lads? Like I said, Red Bull just didn't have the pace. The Red Bull team in the last lobby. The only team in the 22s So they need to do something if they want to maybe go again. They need to put a good team together. But here we go with Mattia in the V-carb, starting his first run of the evening. Through turn 1 he goes nicely, turn 2. And like I say, with these drivers and the talent that we're seeing, they use every bit of the track that they can use. You've seen it in the first session. Like, obviously, I do watch other drivers, but they really do maximise the circuit. And I think that's what it's about in qualifying. You've really got to get, especially into this chicane, you've got to take this very wide line, be as far out on the circuit as you possibly can. As we get Jay Wizzy with the follow. Thank you very much, Jay. I believe that only 100% confirmed in is VNT before any reports. So VNT are through Melwin, a 16-8 sector 1. Ooh, oosh. Melwin smashing it. We'll jump on with the Ferrari driver after we've had a look at the Alpine team. But Melwin's flying. Oh, nice one. Nice one, mate. Nice one. But here we come into the final few corners. The final corner awaits Mattia as he comes around the final corner. It's up to the line. It's a 121.759. That's a good first lap. Good banker lap. Let's watch the Alpine team in validation. Melwin has kept the lap together. It's a 121.640. Quantum to the top spot for the Alpine team. But here comes the Ferrari. It's a 121.466. And it's Melwin straight to the top spot. And I tell you what, he is not far off. That banker lap is brilliant. That's almost quicker than some of the guys' final runs in the first session. What a banker from Melwin. Absolutely smashing it there. Nearly 2 tenths clear of his rival. He's cooking. Oh, he's cooking. Oh, he is cooking. But it's going to be all about them other runs as well. Either end of the board, the Ferrari team, P1 and P5. Here for the Aers qualifiers, sorry. See, that's why I said Aers, Grumpy, because you have it A-E-R-T. Seek employment. How we doing, Beetle? How we doing, sir? Good evening. So that's the first runs over. Kevin, we'll see what this Alpine driver can do. His teammate currently P2 with a 121.640. Kev needs to get a good lap together here. No worries. Sign me then. Needs to see some lap times from you, Paul. What's your quickest time here at Abu Dhabi? Go commentator, no please, you're the best commentator. You've just copied and pasted that. Is this an AI? Paul. Well, thanks, Paul. Time at Abu Dhabi is a 21.2. Hey, I tell you what. But is that, mind you, even if that's in quali, you're still probably going to go quicker, right? That's a decent time, that, Paul. Very, very quick time. But here we go. We're on board with Kev. Can Big Kev secure the top spot in his first run of the evening here at Abu Dhabi? Let's find out as he makes his way down to turn 1. I'm faster than everyone here. Nice. But Kev in the Alpine safely through the first couple of corners, looking nice and clean from the Alpine driver so far. A 16.898 for the Sector 1 split. That's a good Sector 1 split, that. Paul for the win. Paul and a whole lot of yap. This is such a... Robin. How we doing, Robin? Robin in the chat as well, as we see the V-carb driver getting out of the way there. That's either Knight or Mattia. Guys, I'm sorry that TTN are last in FLT. Sorry. But here we go. We're on board with Kev, a 51 for the Sector 2 split there. He had a very good Sector 1 split. Could be challenging Melvin for the top spot, I believe. Oh, was he? He would have been, but he runs wide on the exit of the first left-hander there. He's still good. Is he putting the lap together? He isn't. He's straight into the pit. So the Alpine, with time counting down, he's got it all to do. But let's jump on board with this man, the Ferrari driver, Melvin, currently with the fastest lap here in the session, nearly matching the boys on the final runs in Lobby 1. Mate, commentator, this Kevin Sonnenberg guy is kind of dog. Do you agree, commentator? No, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know him. I'm not going to say anything about Kev in a bad or negative way. Are you interested? So, here we go. Melvin, can he improve? Through turn 1 he goes. Using all the track on the right-hand side into turn 2. Looking nice and clean from the Ferrari driver. Let's watch for the Sector 1 split. Is it coming up very shortly? Is there an improvement? There's not, but still, I mean, that Sector 1 is absolutely magnificent. But I'm not going to say anything about Kev. At the end of the day, I don't know him. And I'm not going to say he's dog or anything like that. I'm not going to say anything negative. Quantum's close to the P1 time. Let's have a look at Quantum as he comes across the line. Quantum, he takes provisional pole. He takes the top spot. Now it's down to Melvin. Has he backed out? Has Melvin backed out? Could give me a message on Discord. Melvin bottled 1.9. Oh, Melvin. Unlucky. Jesus Christ, he had to get that stopped anyway. We were missing the entry. And another invalidation, Thiago. So Thiago straight back into the pits. But Quantum, the Alpine driver, in that top spot. Cracking lap time. Big improvement from him. So we'll jump down to Kev. It's his second run of the evening. Got to get it together here as Kev. Does everybody know this Paul guy? Because as much as I love the compliments. But here we go. Big Kev into turn 1. Can he put the Alpine above his teammate? Or is it just going to be P2 for him? He will have another run in the session. We've still got 7 minutes left here in this session. Ban him like TT. He's not saying anything bad. It might annoy you lot, but I'm watching. But Paul, thank you. I understand that I'm the best commentator you've ever heard. Thank you so much. As I think now he's just doing it to piss people off. But here we go with Kev. Let's watch the sector splits. He's coming up to the sector 2 split now. Here we go. A 51.567 for the sector 2 split. The Alpine driver in sector 3 now. Not many corners to go for him. Is it going to be enough for a top 3 spot here from Kev? Here he comes as we get everybody else on outlaps apart from Quantum. Quantum still in the pit lane, but as I say that, I see him trundling down the pit lane. As I think did Kevin validate on the final corner? I think he just did. I missed that. At least give the guy a timeout. Paul, if you could just like calm it for a bit, I would massively appreciate it. But Melvin, hang on, When did Melvin chucked it? That was his first lap. What am I talking about, people? What am I talking about? Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, cheers, mate. I appreciate the compliments. Like, I really do. But obviously, we've got to think about everybody else as well in the chat and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate your comments. Really, really appreciate them. But yeah, I get it now. But here we go. Melvin invalidated. Well, I think he lost time. I don't think he invalidated. I think he lost time into the chicane. But here we go. Melvin. It's going to be another run from Melvin. Can he go quicker than his banker lap? Yeah, no worries, Paul. No worries, lad. But here we go. His teammate not far behind him. AMR Thiago has started his lap. But look at these times. This is a really close one. And again, I mean, any of these drivers could have slotted into the previous lobby and it would have been hella competitive. I mean, imagine these 6 in the previous lobby added to that other. It would have been so close. And we've got Oliver telling Melvin to lock in. We missed the Sector 1 split, but I think it's going to be Sector 2 where he needs to find the time. Here we go with Melvin. It's in the DRS zone. He's on the rundown to the Sector 2 split. Has he gained any time? He's up a 10th. This is going to be enough for the top spot if he can stay composed through Sector 3. Here we go. Melvin into the final couple of corners. The Ferrari driver's been smashing it. His first lap of the evening was absolutely lightning. Has he found any more time in Sector 3? The Ferrari driver round the final corner. It's up to the line and he puts in the quickest time of the evening so far. It's a 1:21.279. And the Ferrari driver dominating that top spot. With his teammate getting P3 closely in behind him. But Quantum through Sector 2 had a small improvement as he got the time in Sector 3 to try and reclaim that top spot. He doesn't, he invalidates. Let's have a look at AMS Knight in the V-cab. And he is backed out of that one. Yeah, he's 3 seconds off. I think he may be on his way into the pits. But Melvin. Good golly, sir. That is one hell of a rapid time. I will do this. Paul, nobody's saying anything about me, mate. Just everybody can say what they want. It's called freedom of speech, bro. 7.1 average, so damn. But let's, Kev, come on, Kev. The pressure's on, mate. You gotta get this lap in. Your teammate's currently sat in P2. Can you get up there with him? Which Ryan, Robbie? Because I probably know where the glazing's coming from. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. But here we go with Kev. He's got to get it together here, is Kev. He's got to put a time on the board. I've had a pretty decent day, to be honest. I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders recently. Arc Raiders, brilliant game. But it puts you on edge. Puts you on edge. You don't know who to trust or whether to trust anybody at all. But Kev not using... Kev's backed out of this lap. He's got to have done. He's not using the same line as everybody else. Might be just be his way. I'll have a look into it, mate. I'll have a look into it. Something that I've never played, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders. I don't stream it because I just run around gooping at the minute. I'm trying to get like a good level and get all my stats up, so There's the spreadsheet for everybody. Kevin Bottle job. I mean, he's not doing so well so far. He's yet to put a time in. Thiago has actually retired from the session. I don't think he had enough time to get back out. But, you know, Kev's just unfortunate for Kev. Abu Dhabi's just not gone his way in the Alpine driver. First, he puts a 133 in, but that's not good for the Alpine team. Quantum will stay on board with Quantum. Can he try and beat Melwin? He needs a big improvement. 1 point, it's like just over a 10th improvement if he wants to take that top spot from Melwin. But Melwin has just been absolutely lightning here this evening. I would ride with Kev. It's just, I mean, it's just unfortunate. It's just, I've had the same issues as he's up half a 10th. It's not going to be enough for the top spot. He's got to find it in Sector 3 now as Quantum. As we get Liam. Yo, Liam. How we doing, Liam? How's it going, bro? But Melwin, not improving. He's retired out of the session, so Quantum could actually take his top spot here if he's found the time in Sector 3. It's the final corner for the Alpine driver. Here he comes. Up to the line. Has it been enough? It has! Quantum jumps to the top, beating Melwin. Quantum with the fastest time of the evening. A 121.189, people. A 189. Alpine take this qualifying session. That was one hell of a lap from the man they call Quantum. GG's. GG's. Had it all to do in Sector 3, and that's where all the time was for him. Absolutely brilliant. Thiago shouldn't have boxed. Yeah, he shouldn't have boxed, but, I mean, still P3. P2, P3 for the Ferrari boys. Absolutely brilliant. You know, bit of a gap between them. But at the end of the day, they're close enough to do some damage in a race if they are able to get through. Liam Lawson. So that is the next qualifying session done, and we are moving into Lobby 3. Caterpillar, thank you very much for the follow. Massively appreciated. You absolute legend. I mean, I do not know what language is being spoken in the chat right now. I have no clue. So, into the third qualifying session. Third quali session. Oh, nice one. Might be time to time him out. I mean, he is genuinely being nice. I get it, people, but he is genuinely just paying me compliments. I mean, it does... and Paul, it is a bit of overkill. I won't lie. But at the end of the day, mate, I massively appreciate your comments. I really, really do. I don't want to discourage anybody from, you know, being nice and having those nice comments. But you've said it now, mate. Let's move on from it. Let's talk about some racing. Let's talk about everything else. We get Papi Chulo in the chat. Did an AMS guy did a 25? Lads, leave him alone, guys. You clearly don't appreciate the commentator as much as I do. I love the appreciation. But they're not saying anything bad about me. They're not saying nothing bad about me. So let's have the respect for everybody else, Paul. Sorry, in the spreadsheets. Was that the Red Bulls? In the last session, I don't think anybody did a 25. It was a 22. I think that the highest was a 22. Yeah, Red Bull. Nah, they did 22s. 22s. Their times were the only boys in the 22s. They should be wrong. Well, speak to Grumpy about it, mate. Grumpy will know more about that. Yeah, it's not been a bad one. Like I said, I've just been playing a lot of Arc Raiders and looking after my kids, mate. That's all I've really been doing. Not been doing much else. But yeah, hang on, how did Tiago get to the top? Oh, that's retirement. Oh, nice one. Nice one, Papachulo. Yeah, nice one. Massively appreciated. Massively appreciated, brother. Thank you for your kind words. No, I don't know that game concept, but it sounds good. I try to be a good dad. That's all I can do, mate. That's all I can do. Arc Raiders is a very, very good game. You'll have to have a look at it. There we go, Grumpy with the other invite. Bear with me, Grumpy, while I get out this session, sir. Hopefully we've got all 6 teams in this one. We'll have a look at Lobby 3 very, very shortly. I don't drink. I drink water sometimes. We got Yuki with the follow. Thank you very much, Yuki. Well, we'll have a look very, very shortly, mate. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Nope, wrong one. Oh, there were the staff predictions. We'll have a quick look at them in a sec. There's Lobby 3 for y'all. Yeah, so 5 teams now. And those are your teams that are racing in the next qualifying session. Sasha, thank you so much for the sub, mate. Massively appreciated. Thank you so much for the sub. Really do appreciate that. Always nice when somebody subs, and really appreciated. Sasha, who am I timing out? Straight lining. We get Demico with the follow. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. I was going to play some music, but fuck it. We'll have a little, have some tunes for a second. you go. A little bit of music. Split it up. But thank you for the follows. And as I said, Sasha, you are a real one with the sub there. Massively appreciated. I'm just trying something out. I've just remembered I've got team telemetry, so we'll try it for this quality session. See if it actually works. Let's move back into the lobby. Lobby 3 now, and there's a name there that I think quite a few people know. It's Mr. Silo. We've got Car Potter in the V-Cab, Red Bulls, Mercedes. We've got Monza and Enzo in the Mercedes. McLaren, we've got Paulie Mackie and Fleur Lustiger, if I pronounce that right. But SCI Finley and SCI Silo driving for the Red Bull team. Hopefully Red Bull can have a better turnout this time. Silo taking pole. I mean, I've heard nothing but rapid things, let's put it that way, about Silo. So it could be there, but you know, who knows? One of these guys could knock him off that top spot. Everybody's beatable. Everybody is beatable. A lot of people watch along. Thank you so much, everybody, for turning up and watching and being a part of this evening. Massively appreciated. Each and every single one of you. And to the people that have followed as well, massive thank you. It's just something you don't expect, but like massively appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm racing, Grumpy. What do you mean? I'm going top spot. Are you speaking Norwegian, Liam? We get BRC Bino in the chat. How we doing, Bino? Are they speaking Norwegian? Gadenk Lelen. Is that how you pronounce that? Did I say that right? Sasha's just not answering me. Grumpy, are they speaking Norwegian? Yeah, they're speaking enchantment table. Oh, it's Polish. Ah, right. Polish. Shema. I think that's one of them. I think that's all I know. Oh, I know one, but I can't say it. I know a sentence, but I can't say it on stream. I will get in trouble. Yes, Tiago. Hey, Tiago, GG's on the session that you had, mate. GG's. Some great lap times you were putting in there. Oh, I can see who does the fastest sectors now. Come on. Grumpy, we've sorted it for next lot, mate. We've sorted it. Next qualifying session and all that. I've mastered it now. So, we've got action in the pit lane everywhere. We've got Red Bull, we've got Mercedes, we've got McLaren. They're all heading out. Should we... Right, Silos. Oh, who's out first? We have to go out with the person that's out first. So we're going to go on with Finley. Finley will be the first driver across the line in the session. How does he square up against his teammate, Silo? As we all know, Silo, very, very quick driver. Bollard bashing his back. Oh, Mercedes have took it. Is Silo trying to get the limelight? He's getting up there. all taking out the marker boards. They want none of their marker boards on the circuit whatsoever. And is Silo going to go for it against the Merc here? Or is he just backing out? I think he wants that first lap. But it doesn't look like the Mercedes driver is giving it up. So Silo backing out there. We'll have to go on with Enzo. Enzo will be the first across the line. And then we'll drop back to Silo to see how he's doing, as he will be the next driver to cross the line. But they're all taking these bollards out. Everything's getting taken out. If you can hit it, it's being taken out. Not the walls, obviously, but... So, here we go. Around the final corner comes Enzo. Can Mercedes put in a good banker lap here? Let's see what they can do, as it's the final session of the evening. And if you want to find out the results, make sure you head into the Discord and see who came out on top. I will be definitely having a look at that. But are we going to see a standout driver? Are we going to see someone nearly matching the times like we did from Melwin with their first lap? Melwin's first lap was absolutely, you know, mesmerising. It was brilliant. For him to get that sort of banker lap in, that's just some ridiculously stupid pace. Something only I could wish to aim for. But that's why I'm a commentator. Because I can't. But no, I do love this. But here we go, Enzo. Let's have a look for the split. It's a 51.620. Make sure you remember that. So, here we go into Sector 3. Final couple of corners end up. Silo looks like he's almost catching the Mercedes driver here. He really is closing that gap. But here he comes, the Mercedes driver of Enzo, round the final corner. And it's a 121.610. Silo's next across the line. It's a 121.319. Silo rapid across the line. And his teammates very close as well. Very, very close there between the Red Bull pair. But Finley took Sector 3 there from Silo. I tell you what, it's so close. If you could see these sector times as much as I can, I mean, Silo and Finley, probably the perfect pairing for a team. It is so close between them, and I mean, so close. But yeah, Finley took Sector 2, where Silo did a 16.913 in Sector 1. A 34.491 in Sector 2, where Finley took that with a 34.473. And then Silo with the fastest Sector 3, a 29.914. Right, so what's Grumpy put in? FST, JSR, and set at risk after LR only have one driver. Free Monza. Yeah, Monza there. Only... Oh, no, he's not. He's the only driver not to put a time in. But here we go. We'll jump on board with Monza, as the other drivers are making their way back to the pits. As we get Beast in the chat. How are we doing, Beast? One of the AMS drivers. Glad to see you in here. Hope you are well. Hope you're having a good evening. It's been an absolutely brilliant qualifying session. I mean, Silo and Finley, they're close to, I mean, the first lobby that we had, they're close to the finishing times in that session. Again, in the matching the guys in lobby 2 with their final lap times. So this season that we're going to have for no assist, Jesus Christ, it's going to be so close. I mean, Silo, looking at the qualifying session so far, Silo and Finley, you would put money on them potentially taking it, but races are races. This could be a really good track for Silo, a really good track for Finley, where they're getting, it's a favourite of theirs. They can really commit a lot, really push the track, push the circuit, and really bang in them times. Races are racist. I ain't got a clue. But here we go. Monza in the Mercedes. Can he get near the top spot? Can he match Finley and Silo? As they're both back out on circuit already, the Red Bull drivers straight back out. Everybody coming straight back out trying to do the lap times. I did a 21.4. Go on, beast. 21.4. Absolutely cracking lap time. We've got AMS Raymond. How we doing? Yo, yo, yo. Yes, big man. Thanks for joining us here for this qualifying session. You missed all the action so far. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been close up at the top every time, but it looks like Red Bull really have this locked in. As I tell you what, that's a quick lap time, a quick sector time there from Monza. I think he's quicker than Sabaton. But here he comes. He's into sector 3. Only 2 corners to go for the Mercedes driver. Has he done enough to get on that top spot? Here he comes round the final corner. It's the Mercedes driver to the line. And it's a 121.339. He splits the Red Bull pair. I do apologise about that, but Jesus Christ, these times are getting fast. And I tell you what, it's good to see a driver in the mix with both Silo and Finley, splitting them. He does have the quickest Sector 1 and Sector 3. Beat narrowly. He's quite a bit quicker than Silo through Sector 1. Silo did a 16.9. Monza did a 16.8. Through Sector 2, it's a 34. Silo did a 0.4. Monza, Sector 2s, that's the place he's struggling, did a 0.5. And then, yeah, not much splitting the pair in Sector 3. It's going to be whoever can really take all that risk in Sector 3, really put the car on the edge. But Monza, brilliant lap from Monza. Unfortunately, again, we've got Car Potter who needs to improve. But he's half a second down. I think he may be on his way into the pits. For another run, we've got a few drivers on track. Finley's invalidated, really trying to push. Silo moved back up to the top. Oh no, Silo stayed on top. What am I going on about? But here he is. He's looking to stay on the top spot. Has he improved? He must have. He's coming round the final corner. Is there improvements from Silo across the line? It's a 121.288. Silo improving once again. And still, Sector 1 wasn't his greatest. Sector 2, but he pulled it out the bag in Sector 3. Now, Silo has the fastest Sector 3. Monza has the fastest Sector 1. And Finley, who's just been demoted down to P4, has the fastest Sector 2. But Polymaki in the McLaren, coming out of nowhere, slaps it into P3, really separating the Red Bull drivers now. As the times are ticking down, and these lap times are going to be getting even quicker. See you later, FST. FST out as we get Eric. How we doing, Eric? But FST out of this one. GG's chat. Yeah, chat going off. Got Enzo on an out lap. The Mercedes driver, can he get near his teammate? He's got like 2.5 tenths over to nearly 3 tenths of a second to find if he wants to be up there with his teammate. We win some, we lose some. Unlucky, but happens. Yeah, unlucky. Is that, are you FST? But I think Silo is king. I mean, he's looking that way at the minute, but tell you what, it's going to be a challenge for him. It's going to be a difficult season. It's going to be a very, very... very, very much looking forward to. I mean, look how close this session is. The third lobby session has been. So, just look at how close it is up at the top. I mean, Silo does a bad lap, invalidates on his final run, and Monza puts a lap together. Monza could easily take that top spot. We've got Sim in the chat as well. Sim, how are we doing, Sim? Melwin, GG's on your qualifying session, sir. GG's. So here we go, Enzo, second run of the evening, looking to improve on a 121.610. Here we go, can he get the lap time together? As Silo's out again, oh my god. I think we're going to have to jump on board with a lap. Oh, Simba, easy Simba. Simba. I'm going to start singing Hakuna Matata in a minute. Hello, Bradders. How we doing, Bradders? Thank you for joining us here this evening. We've got Pro Ultra in the chat as well. How we doing, Pro Ultra? But Enzo done well through Sector 1. Into Sector 2 we go. Sector 2 split coming up. Is there an improvement? And he's finding the improvements he needs to join his teammate up in them top spots. A 2/10 improvement through Sector 1 and 2. Yes, Pro Ultra. As though my French mascot only on for a 0.3. He could be going quicker than that. He just needs to find that little bit of extra time here in Sector 3. Around the final corner he comes. Enzo to the line. It's a 121.306. Enzo moves into P2. Monza pulled out the way. I think he's on his way into the box. Let's jump on with Silo. Can he improve? Guys can't be letting that happen, says Bradders. But Monza and Enzo, I tell you what, there's going to be some really, really, really good teams in this no assist division. It's going to be an interesting watch, so make sure you join us every week to see who comes out on top. Silo up marginally through Sector 1. Still not enough to take the fastest Sector 1. Monza still holds that. Enzo now holds the fastest Sector 2. Silo still holding the crown for Sector 3 though. Frog. But here we go. Silo to the Sector 2 split. And he's up nearly a 10th. This is going to be, I'd say, around a 121.1 mid. But here he comes. It's only a couple corners left for this man who drives with nothing but greatness. It's Silo into the final few corners. Here he comes round the final one. Has he done enough to improve? This could be an 10th improvement. Across the line he comes. Silo, a 121.156. Improves by a 10th. That is some lap time. Jesus Christ, Silo. Slow down. Give the other lads a chance. Polymac coming round the final corner. The McLaren driver invalidates. Runs wide on the exit. Too wide on the exit. He did improve, but it wouldn't have been enough to move positions. Now let's jump on board with Finlay, the other Red Bull driver. He was very, very close to his teammate. Needs to find 2/10 if he wants to join him back up at that top spot. He only needs to find a 10th to move into P2 with the Mercedes team. Pretty much with it all to do. They really do need to attack this circuit now and try and go after Silo. Silo, that it's going to be his final run of the evening. So Finlay, down to you. Can Finlay get into P2? Can he make it a Red Bull 1-2 here this evening? We've still got Mercedes to cross the line. They could spoil the party. But here we go. as we get Smeggy in the chat. How are we doing, Smeggy? Finley, nice turns 1 and 2 there, cleanly through. Let's have a look at the Sector 1 split. I tell you what, that's a cracking Sector 1. That's the fastest Sector 1 we've seen so far. Finley really putting the car on the edge here. Trying to go for that top spot. Can he dethrone Silo? Can he put can his final run of the evening demote his teammate down to P2? Silo does hold... Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't hold any fastest sectors. How does he not have the fastest sectors but still manages to get, like, the fastest... I don't get that. But never mind. Here we go. Finley into Sector 3. Just a couple corners. He's been doing well so far. The lap's been coming together well. It's only a couple of corners to go. Can Finley take the top spot? Has he found the pace on this final run to dethrone Silo from P1? It's round the final corner. It's across the line. It's a 121.310. Finley only P3. Down to the Mercedes boys now. I think Monza a bit further on. Let's have a look what Monza can do. Beast, I can't remember, mate. Pro Ultra with the follow. Thank you very much. Eric as well. Thank you so much for the follows. Massively appreciated, boys. Let's watch for Monza's Sector 2 split. It's coming up right now. And he's up by under a tenth. It's not going to be enough to take that top spot from Silo. But has he got the time in Sector 3? Can he hook Sector 3 up and potentially have a shot at taking that top spot? Here we come into the final two corners. Here's the penultimate corner. AMS Raymond, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, Beast, as well. Round the final corner comes the Mercedes driver. Monza to the line. It's a 121.248. Enough for P2. Enzo in Sector 3. Ramen noodles. Oh, I can't beat it. AMS Trappy with the follow as well. Thank you so much, Trappy. Here he comes. Enzo, final corner for the final time in the evening. Enzo across the line. It's a 121.248. Equal times. The Mercedes drivers matching one another there, people. Matching one another. That was brilliant from the Mercedes boys. Nothing splitting up whatsoever. I think it's going to be a Mercedes Red Bull showdown this season, if that's the teams they end up getting. But going off this qualifying, Jesus, Silo takes the fastest lap of the evening, bar none. As we get another follow, there is Otzunsil. Thank you very much for the follow, massively appreciated. But this qualifying session this evening has been brilliant. And we've got AMS, we made it. We've got Beetle in the chat as well, Frozen. Beetle still couldn't work out the Merc's average time, though. But this has been absolutely brilliant. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Again, Silo didn't have any of the fastest sectors. None. But still managed to walk away with that top spot. Hey, no worries, Grumpy. No worries at all. So I just want to thank everybody. Thank everybody for showing up. Thanks to everybody that's followed. Thanks to everybody that's commented in chat. You have lit the chat up this evening. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Massively, massively appreciated. Lobby 3 got track evolution. They definitely did. But yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant. We've seen some very, very quick times here this evening. Silo tops the charts, I think, with an absolutely iconic lap time there. 121.5156. The Mercedes boys, both with 121.248. Actually, Enzo took both sectors 2 and 3 with the fastest sectors there. Monza with the fastest sector 1. So, yeah, just absolute brilliance from all the drivers here this evening. In the first lobby, the Red Bull team really didn't have it. They were quite, I think it was like half a second off the pace in the end, which is, you know, unlucky for them. We got TRT Moser with the follow. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for that. But that's it for the qualifiers, and all the results will be put in the Discord. So make sure you head over to the Discord channel to find out who's going to be in for the money next season, who's going to be battling it out for that top spot. For me, I think we're going to be watching Monza, Enzo, Finlay, Melvin. There's a few drivers to watch. It's going to be very, very close. So make sure you join us for the first race of the season, because it is going to be iconic. I see some very, very close times, very, very close racing. So make sure you join us each week to see who comes out on top, who's got the stones to continue it all the way through the season, to be on that top step at the end of the season. Let's have a quick look at the calendar. I'll just get off the game and we'll have a look at the calendar to see. Nope, that's not the right one. Ah, there it is. So I think Bahrain's being changed. Melvin is crazy. Melvin. All right, Melvin. Well, I'm only saying your name. Right, so Bahrain, I think I'm not 100% sure whether that's being changed. Me and Grumpy were talking earlier on, and it was saying something about it being you'll be in for a treat next week. No V, it's W. Right. Definitely had AMS in my predictions. You did. But yeah, then it's China, Jeddah, Silverstone, Zandvoort, Australia, Texas, Austria, and then Zandvoort, I think probably reverse. Mexico, Las Vegas, love Las Vegas, Belgium, Monza, and Brazil. I tell you what, that's one hell of a season. That is some very good tracks in that season, and it's going to be an interesting one to watch. But yeah, as I said, people, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to each and everybody that turned up this evening, stayed in the chat till the end. Massively appreciated. Thank you to all the followers. Really appreciate all the love. Paul, if you're still there, thank you for all the kind words that you gave us throughout the chat. But that's going to be it from me this evening, people. And make sure you join us next Wednesday for the beginning of the No Assist season. And it should be a good one. Take care.